And joining me now is NBC White House correspondent Yamiche Alcindor and Joel Rubin, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State and President of the Washington Strategy Group. Good to see both of you. So, Yamiche, obviously, Trump's comments on Gaza's future were celebrated by some far-right lawmakers in Israel, but rejected, as Raf just said, by allies in the Middle East. So what do we know about Trump's vision for the region? And is there any indication he's listening to the pushback against displacing Palestinians?
Well, it's a key question, and we're not sure if this pushback is going to make a difference in how President Trump views this. But he did make some news over the weekend where he said that Gaza should be cleaned out and that the people, Palestinian people, should live in peace, but elsewhere in the Middle East, and that he was going to work with Arab nations. Take a listen to what he said.
I'd like Egypt to take people, and I'd like Jordan to take people. I mean, you're talking about probably 1.5 million people, and we just clean out that whole thing.
So you hear it there. He said we should just clean out that whole thing and maybe they can go somewhere they can live in peace for a change. Now, it's also striking to remember that he has reached out now to Jordan and to Egypt, from our understanding, to try to take more Palestinian refugees, more Palestinians to maybe live within their borders as Gaza is being rebuilt. But as Raf said, the people there, the Palestinians, they don't want to leave their homeland. They want to stay there. They want to go back no matter what they're going back to. And a senior Hamas official also said that the Palestinian people had endured death in order not to leave the homeland and will not leave it for any other reason. I also want to put up, as we think about Trump's vision for America in this region, there's a White House statement that came out after the release of some Israeli hostages. The White House said the United States will continue with its great partner Israel to push for the release of all remaining hostages and the pursuit of peace throughout the region. So what peace ends up looking like and where people end up living is a big question. But as you said, as Raf reported, people are going back to their homeland now in Gaza. Chris?
So, Joel, critics have been brutal after they heard what the president had to say. One UN human rights expert calling it ethnic cleansing, an Arab official suggesting it is a real estate developer's idea for a business. How does just the suggestion of that complicate the relationship between the U.S. and Middle East allies just to float cleaning out Gaza?
Yeah, Chris, President Trump acting like a global autocrat does nothing to build our relationships with these countries. And you know, Jordan and Egypt, for example, are very close American allies. So is Saudi Arabia. So is Qatar. So is the UAE. The list goes on. And in the Arab world, this is immediately rejected. And the idea that somehow Donald Trump can, by fiat, tell 1.5 million Palestinians to go to countries that are friends of the United States and destabilize them, undermine their security, break up these relationships, really speaks to a lack of vision for how American national security works, a lack of understanding for how relationships matter in stabilizing the Middle East, as we've seen just in the hiccup of the recent hostage deal and the ceasefire with Hamas. That required allies like Qatar to get involved. We need these allies. They're our friends. And this idea that somehow we can unilaterally move 1.5 million people to destabilize our allies is completely undercuts our authority in the region.
Well, when Hamas released those 4 Israeli hostages on Saturday, it made quite a show of force. They held that highly choreographed ceremony, attended by hundreds of uniformed fighters. Do you believe that at the end of this war, Hamas will be in control of Gaza? Would Israel ever allow that? What's going to happen there?
You know, they're going to have a negotiation that really works to the phase 3, the after the trades of Palestinian prisoners for Israeli hostages, to get an authority in Gaza that can manage it and run it. And that's going to require American leadership with Jordan, with Egypt, with Qatar and these other allies to develop that plan. There are a lot of plans on paper out and about in the region, in Washington, in the agencies of what a reconstruction and a political rebuilding of Gaza could look like. Absent that, though, you're right. Look, Hamas is right now on the ground. It has ostensible control, but this is a devastated zone. If this is what victory looks like, I'd be shuddering to see what a loss looks like for Hamas. The place is devastated. But the Palestinians, they have no alternative from a governing perspective right now. And that's what needs to change if there's going to be any hope of stability in that region.